Alright, so it is our last final day. Tomorrow is checkout and flight, even though it's late in the evening. Right now we are at the MMCA, Museum of Modern Art, Modern and Contemporary Arts. So we're here now. If we were here yesterday it would be free entrance, but fuck it, my brother got big guap, so he's gonna pay for both of us. Yeah. But yeah, we're at the museum now. We're gonna check it out. Hopefully it's nice. And yeah. Okay, so we have explored quite a lot of this museum now, and I do have a lot of thoughts about it, but I do want to ask my brother first. So what do you think of it?
I feel like it was very intense and almost a bit both overwhelming and also underwhelming, in the sense of it was like the pieces were very like graphic. I felt like there was like a lot of intense story behind a lot of the pieces, and it wasn't really the type of art that I usually like. I prefer like static imagery, whether it's like photography or painting or drawings and stuff like that. This was a lot of like sculptures or like interactive things or videos, and it just seemed like a lot of like, oh, I'm artistic, I'm very into these things type of exhibition, which I can't really relate to or understand. I don't think I'm evolved enough to understand these things. It's just not my cup of tea, I would say.
Wow. So while we're walking, actually I just want to show this real quick. Obviously a lot of people out, actually also surprising that a lot of people in the exhibition halls, but wow, what an experience. I would say it was an incredible experience, and I actually do mean that. I think I learned a lot about myself during this thing, but mainly like it was a nice experience, I want to say that, but it is really not for me. I am not a big fan of like history and all of that, but after seeing this exhibition, I don't get art at all. I would much rather go to a historic museum where I can get to know more about the culture, history, all of that, rather than this big load of absolutely nothing. Because it was, for me, absolutely nothing. Like, none of the things made sense. A big canvas with few lines on it. Wow, art. So art is really subjective. I knew that from the start, but this thing I really didn't understand.
There were a few pieces that I enjoyed. There was one artist who took a picture of himself with a gun aimed at the camera, and afterwards printed that picture out, put it in a frame, and shot that image. And I felt like that just kind of like created this very intense but still not too graphic.
Bruv, let me tell you about one of the exhibition. It's a lady cleaning windows on loop. Bruv, what? Nah, allow it, man. Either way, I'm on the way to a cafe / barbershop. We'll grab a quick croissant, some coffee first, and then it's time for me to get a haircut, because yesterday my brother took my spot, and then maybe some Korean barbecue, but something tells me they just call it barbecue here. Either way, yes sir. Alright, so this time it was my turn. I just got a fresh cut.
Yes. No, we need to pull this back so we can see it. Yes.
So I went back to Hustler's barbershop. You don't know. Come here if you're in Seoul. Promotion thing. Either way, Hannah and Matthias live right there, and Matthias is just finishing up his meeting, and then we'll go out have some nice Korean barbecue. But yeah, I'm done with my haircut. I got a low taper fade, and he's using a lot of product to set it, which I usually don't, so I'm not sure when I go back, shower, all of that, how it will turn out. But either way, I needed a haircut. I think they're looking fresh, not too bulky on the side as earlier. It's a bit of a bummer that I'm getting a haircut on like my final day, because tomorrow is check out of the hotel, fly back to Copenhagen, which means that I will not look as fresh in these videos, but it doesn't matter. It was nice, it's been good, so yeah man, let's get some food. Det er det til YouTube.
Ja, for kæft.
Ja, jeg kan tage kameraet ud.
Det er sådan, du ved ikke.
Yo. Alright, so at this point we've been roaming around for quite some time. I did a little bit of shopping. My brother wanted to buy some new sunglasses, looked at some different shops, cafes, all of that. Either way, it is really cold and it's snowing outside, so that's why I haven't recorded much. But right now we're just back at the hotel to reorganize a bit of the packing, which also means I will be packing the camera for now because it's too cold for me to record either ways. So maybe more on the from the airport, but otherwise not really much to update in the first place. Yo, alright, so we're here back in Copenhagen. I've been here for 2 days at this point. I did not record much after the last clip, which I think was in the airport, or where was that? Actually, even before that. So we had a, alright flight, all of that. You can follow along on my Instagram if you want to see what's happening here now, because these videos get uploaded like a few months after at the earliest. So we had a, alright flight, a lot of delays, but we're back in Copenhagen. It's weird being back, not gonna lie. Like, a few things I've missed. I just had my morning coffee as well. I like the coffee machine, being back with family, being back home, all of that. But at the same time, it is so grey outside. The cold is not bothering me much, to be fair. I haven't been out much either, but it's kind of depressing to be back, not gonna lie. Either way, we're just on our way out to help out my father with some stuff. So I said, why not roam a bit around? I want to bring the camera. The reason why I want to bring the camera is actually more just to end this video and give my overall impressions of the trip / just say what's on my mind. So Zach, I'll start with you. Do you have anything to say, or?
I don't have anything to say. I can just say that Shiv's been kind of depressed since he came back. It's just not, Hvidovre is not the most exciting place, and I feel like the weather doesn't make it any better.
Yeah, that's for sure. But I'll take this opportunity to just say that it's been really good, like the last few weeks. I would start by the weeks because I've been gone for a few months, obviously, with the whole China situation as well. But because I met up with my brother in Korea and we had a little vacation first, it was first when I landed in Copenhagen, I was like, raw, this was actually the end of my exchange or my 5-6 months away from home, because I just felt like, I was gone for 2 weeks in Korea. So it was really nice to, be with the Mandem in Korea. I'll start with my, thoughts of Seoul and all of that. It was really nice, really lovely, amazing food, and it didn't feel much like being in a new country because I had these lovely people with me in Seoul, in Korea in itself, and they showed us around. Every day I just hit them up like, yo, what's happening? Grab dinner together, grab some drinks, all of that. Really nice, really lovely. But at the same time, I know a few friends that have been to Seoul many times, and I don't really get that point. I'm gonna be honest with that one. I really enjoyed it, but I don't see why I would go back there. I think just in general, I am much of an explorer, as I think you guys probably already know. So for me, I would rather go to either another country, another location, rather than going back to Seoul again. And I will also extend this point to my trip in Guangzhou. Obviously, I really enjoyed China. I really, really enjoyed Guangzhou. Amazing friends, memories, all of that there. But I would love to go back. At the same time, I don't think that's realistic for me to do so. If I am going back to China, I would rather go to Yunnan and other locations, be more of a tourist again. And if I am going to Asia in the first place, I think there are other countries that I would rather visit. So it's always, a bit of, I tried something I really enjoyed. Do I want to try to recreate that or explore further? And for me, I think I want to explore even more. But don't get that twisted. I really enjoyed Korea. I really enjoyed my time in China, and it's nice being back. I need to adjust to all of this, and I can see a lot of changes here in the neighborhood as well, which is funny because it's only half a year, but a lot can happen.
That happened in like the last 2 weeks where I wasn't here, so there was a lot of changes for me, even though I've only been away for 2 weeks.
But yeah, with that being said, if you watched these videos, all of them, any of them, thanks for watching. Either way, this was just me documenting what I do, and I'm going to miss it. I'll try to also keep recording to some degree here in Copenhagen. I think I want to make a thesis vlog, because me and Peter, my thesis buddy and my friend all in all, are going to write our thesis together. So I think it would be nice to document that. If anything will get recorded, that will probably be the next one, and I might have some friends that want to visit DK. If that is the case, I would also love to record that. But regardless, this is the end of season 2 of this whole journey. I don't know why I'm calling it seasons, but at this point I'll just keep on doing that. So yeah, man, it's nice. It's a bit weird to end the videos and everything, but I'm back home, back on the grind. Texted my boss like, yo, can I show up to the office or am I fired or what's happening? I actually still haven't heard back from them, so let's see how that goes. But yeah, fam, that's it. Yeah.